Ask the Expert here to answer your questions live on air about motivation is family therapist Julianna Lyddon. Our first question is from John in Cave Creek. What about if I'm not motivated to go to the gym? Oh, that's a big one. Thank you.
And you know what's so funny? My daughter was just telling me this morning, she was just starting to get back into working out, and she goes, you know what? I'm going to go every morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to make myself do it just to get through that where you don't want to vomit thing.
Yes.
And if you just do it for a couple weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, she goes, then I'll be kind of like set.
Yes.
So if you just say to yourself, I'm going to do it, and something almost kind of weird, like early.
Yeah.
And you do it even though you don't want to, sometimes it kind of shakes it.
Yeah. And don't you think the hardest part is starting?
Always.
Right?
Always.
And then once you get going, it gets a little bit better, but that starting point.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Irene says, you don't, wait a minute. I'm trying to read this. You don't have the get up and go to exercise. Maybe I think she meant I don't have. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't have the get up and go to exercise. How can you help me? Okay.
Start slow. Because there's no magic recipe for this, right? I mean, we know it's all about discipline and you know, really kind of forcing yourself to do it.
Right.
But say you want to start walking, say it's hard for you, just pick 2 days throughout the week, circle it on the calendar, and you're going to do it.
Yes.
And that's it. And then as you start to feel a little bit better, it's just like the other question, you're then going to be able to manage it and do a little bit more.
Yeah, I've always heard baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps are the key. It's the small things that make the huge shifts.
Yes.
It's not just this turning 180.
Right,
you know?
because that's so impossible. And it's daunting, and then, you know, you don't want to do it.
Yep,
yeah,
overwhelmed.
exactly. Okay, Janet from Phoenix says, I can't seem to stick with a quality diet. I keep reverting to wanting to eat junk all the time. How do I stay on track? That's a hard one, too.
It is a hard one. And so what I say is in the family, if you can even get 2 people that are going to do it, right?
Yes.
And the other thing is, or a friend, okay, and you can share meals or however that works, but also you've got to meal plan or prep.
That's so hard.
It is so hard to do. But you know what? You can just, I go and I just say, like, okay, I'm going to just get my meats or my, you know, I can figure out, you know, on the way home I get the salad. Oh, I need some asparagus.
Okay.
Get the bulk of what you need, and you can create a meal. By the end of the day, you've got something figured out.
Okay. All right. Okay. I will try with you. Okay.
Do it healthy.
Elena from Chandler says, how do I motivate my kids to do their homework? It's such a struggle every day. Sometimes my son doesn't even bring home his homework. I can so relate to this. I can so relate to this. Oh my gosh.
And you find it in their backpack and there's a whole bunch of folders. You know, you're like, what is this?
That is sad. Yes. Yes.
Well, again, I wish there was like some magic fairy dust for this one, like we were talking about with the different types of motivation and how that Harvard study was saying, hey, it doesn't help to pay. But you were saying, oh yeah? Well,
free time on the iPad gets them all the time.
If that works, use it. You know, don't overdo it. But it's hard. And to be quite quick, if we can encourage them instead of praise them. Encourage them means help them find out when they do something successful in the past, how they can own it and it feels good for them. Whether it's a sporting event or it's school. And try to help, you know, talk about, okay, if you want to eventually be this doctor or, you know, whatever they want to be, we have to kind of plug and play all these pieces. It's a tough one. It's an ongoing thing.
It really, really is. Okay, real quick, Yasmin from Scottsdale says, my husband and I have high-stress jobs. We feel like it's a sprint every day between work and kids and their sports. So come the weekends, we barely want to think or decide on things, let alone meal plan for the week. How do we get motivated? I can understand this one too.
Okay, so I was just talking to a couple the other day, and I said, you know what? You need to take turns. So you need to take turns, and maybe don't do it on Sunday, because Sunday's always our crash day, and as mamas and daddies, we've got kids the next day. All this stuff's going on.
Laundry, all of it.
Okay, so Saturday's the deal, and it's your Saturday or it's my Saturday, and you're going to go and just, you're going to go get the chicken breast, you're going to get the ground beef, you're going to get whatever it is. And it just, because then Sunday is just less crazy, and you're taking turns.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's good.
The light bulb just came on. That is huge. I'm going to steal that.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Love you. Thank you. Thank you.